It's time for another family finance update. And these update videos is where I share the nitty-gritty details of our real life family finances. All the details of what has happened in our bank account over the last few weeks. I have been doing these budget updates videos for like over 2 years. It's crazy to see how far we've come. I'll leave a link in the description box to a playlist with all our budget update videos from the past few years. When we started, we were in over $20,000 in debt and living off of just one income. We figured out how to start and maintain a budget that was based off our goals. This was key in keeping the momentum moving and keeping us going, keeping us excited about our goals. If you don't know where you want your money to take you, then you most definitely will end up walking around in circles, or in other words, living that paycheck to paycheck life. That's the life that we all are trying to escape, right? Intentional goal-based budgeting is a major topic that I cover in depth in my online course, 30-Day Family Finance Rescue. I want you to get excited every time you work on your budget. You're gonna get pumped because you know that your budget is helping you actually get somewhere, to help you get somewhere that you want to go. Enrollment for my brand new course is currently not open just yet. It's coming January 2019, just a few weeks out, but you can sign up for my free email newsletter to be the first in order to find out more info when it's actually ready for you. And I'll leave a link for that in the description box as well. Before we get started, I want to let you know about my free Budgeting for Beginners starter kit. In all of my previous budget updates, I've shared with you the exact numbers of our family finances, all within our Google spreadsheet. This system is what we started using several years ago that helped us get out of over $20,000 in debt. Oh, it was exhausting, but we did it. You can get the same budgeting starter kit for free. It includes not only the Google Sheets template, but there is also a printable version so you can use pen and paper if that is your thing. I'll leave a link for that as well down in the description box if you want to go grab your free download. Okay, before we dive into our budget update, I have a question for all our pearls out there. What information would be most helpful in these budget updates for you? In the beginning, when we started recording these videos, I felt like it was useful to share all our exact numbers. We are a one-income family, we are paying off a bunch of debt, we are living in one of the most expensive cities in the US, all while trying to do this. So I felt like it was really relatable. Now that we're no longer a one-income family, is it still useful to see the numbers broken down? Will you let me know what your honest opinion is down in the comment section? We have some pretty hefty goals that we plan to start tackling in the new year. I'm thinking those numbers actually will be useful for you guys to see, but I'm not sure and I want to hear from you. So make sure and leave your opinion down there. Even though incomes vary, family circumstances are different, I hope that when we vulnerably share our real life numbers with you, our Pearl family, you can take it all relative. Focus on the strategy behind our decisions for our family finances. Take away something that you can try and adjust to help rescue your family finances. So let me know what would be the most helpful information to share with you in these budget updates. So with that, let me tell you what we learned over the last few weeks. So with that, let me tell you what we've learned over the past few weeks as far as our family finances go. We learned that the temptation to spend will always be there, especially when you are trying to build up rewards with a credit card. There really is something so powerful about using cash. So I'm actually contemplating getting rid of our reward credit cards. Yeah, even earning those rewards is super nice. In fact, I recently signed up for a business credit card, reward credit card thing, and I quickly earned my 20,000 Sky Mile bonus as an enrollment incentive. Hubby and I are even planning to use that reward towards a couple's trip sometime next year. So fun, right? Also, we have another rewards credit card that we use mainly for gas, but also other online purchases. And we're going to be getting back over $500 already, and we'll get that cash back next year. Super awesome, right? Rewards. Who loves them? I do. But wait, even with all that excitement, I am still tossing around the idea of stopping it all, getting rid of those credit cards. Though we have the income for our spending, swiping that card is just too darn easy, right? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? We're finding that too quickly we are not spending our money intentionally based off of our goals. We're swiping without thinking, really, is what it comes down to. I don't think we're responsible enough quite yet. Or maybe the problem is we don't have a good system in place just yet to be sure that we don't overspend past what we already have budgeted. It can be complicated making sure that you stick with a budget when you're using a rewards credit card, even if you do pay it off every month. That is why I love cash so much. It's such a powerful visual reminder of how much money you have left in each category of spending. You open up your cash envelopes and you see, okay, I have $20 left. And then it makes the process of choosing where you're going to spend that $20 a lot more emotional. I have an entire video on starting a cash envelope system and another entire video dedicated to a breakdown of what the numbers look like inside our cash budget. I'll leave a link for that down in the description as well. So in our next budget date, this will be a main topic of discussion for hubby and I. A budget date, I have a whole video on that as well, but it's just when hubby and I touch base about what's going on in our budget. We need to either figure out a better system for tracking our digital spending in conjunction with our budget, or get rid of the credit cards altogether. So stay tuned to find out what we decide to do. Let's talk about intentional goal setting for just a quick second. It was a nice break from being uber strict about our spending over the last few months, but we have some major goals to start working on ASAP. Maybe what we should do is dedicate an entire video to our 2019 goals. It's time for hubby and I to sit down with our Financial Unity workbook to reevaluate and reprioritize our life goals. From there, we can figure out what we are going to tell our money what to do, giving every last dollar an assignment before we spend it. But as an overview, here are a few things that we've been talking about. Number one, most definitely we want to pay our house off in the next 15 years. Doesn't that sound amazing to not have a mortgage payment anymore? The next goal is we want to save $100,000 to pay cash for a remodeling of our house and then also adding on an addition to our kitchen. The next goal would be we need to finish funding our 3 to 6 month emergency fund. And we want to start traveling on a more consistent basis. Just hubby and I, but also more traveling with the kids now that they're getting a bit older and don't cry for 8 straight hours in the car. It's a lot more enjoyable now. So we want to start doing that more often. Those things are things we're going to start working into our budget. Wouldn't you agree that those are some pretty lofty goals? Paying off our house in half the time and at the same time cash flowing a $100,000 house remodel. Crazy. But I believe with my entire heart, cheesy and all, that we can make it happen. We can break down the goals in another video, but for now, what you need to know is that it won't be easy. Just like figuring out how to quit my job to be a stay-at-home mom wasn't easy. Just like getting out of debt wasn't easy, or how waiting 11 years to buy our first house. That wasn't easy either. None of those things can even be in the same room as the word easy. But we did it! Our new goals are shooting for the stars. It's gonna take a lot more than some coupon clipping to make it happen. I'm crazy excited to share more detail on our plans with you, but this is not the time, otherwise our video is gonna get super long. There is, however, something I do wanna share with you right now. So how do you make some major dreams like this actually happen? The way we do it is we like to work it out backwards. So step one, dream big. You're just gonna dream as big as you can and don't let anyone tell you that you're wrong. Step two is to prioritize those goals. Step three, create a financial action plan for each of those goals. So figure out what financially needs to happen in order to reach them. And then step four, look at the numbers in your current budget. How can you work your financial action plan into that budget? And then step five, if there isn't room in the budget, make plans and start changing your life to clear the way in your budget for those dreams. You can do it. So what are you gonna do? If you're tired of living the paycheck to paycheck life, what are you gonna do about it? Right now, choose one bad habit you are gonna start working on. If you're really brave, share it down in the comments and we can all cheer each other on. Thanks you guys so much for stopping in. I hope you found information in this budget update useful. Don't forget to leave requests in the comments for what info you want to see in the future budget updates. We aren't shy around here. You probably know that already. So seriously, let me know what would be helpful to see. Don't forget to hit that like button if you liked this video and subscribe if you're new. I'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye.